Hello everybody, I'm Heather Dawson, and as always, it's a pleasure bringing you the best of California every week on our show. So let's start off with a quick look at the best headlines throughout the state. Well, just in time for the holiday travel season, U.S. News & World Report has released a list of the best destinations in America. And it should come as no surprise that California hotspots, San Francisco, San Diego, Los Angeles, and Yosemite all were ranked among the best places to visit in the country. So I guess it's time to book yourself an in-state staycation. And if your golden years are upon you and you're looking to retire in the Golden State, you should think about settling in Carlsbad. It was ranked as one of the best cities to retire in thanks to its mild weather and amazing beaches. Well, America is home to some of the greatest wine regions in the world, and our wine expert Monique Soltani gives us the top picks for the 7 wonders of the wine world. The Napa Valley is the most well-known wine region in the country. Sonoma is known as the birthplace of the California wine industry, and Monterey County wine country rounds out the top 7. Well, history was made in the wine world as the second and third generations of the Mondavi family came together to host the largest wine dinner in the world. California Life's Monique Soltani attended the history-making event and spoke with both Robert and Peter Mondavi families about what made them decide to blend.
For the first time in anyone's lifetime, the next generation of Mondavis have come together to host a historic event, auctioning off their one-of-a-kind wine.
The magnitude of this is just off the charts in reference to any other event we've done before.
Redefining dining as 1,500 guests from across the country pulled up a seat at the world's largest wine dinner.
150 people or 120 we have here tonight. I can handle that one. I try not to think about the 2,000 or so that are on the other side of the cameras. We sit down here at 5:30, New York sits down at 8:30, and funny enough, Hawaii sits down at 2:30 for a steak dinner.
The nation united to see one of the wine world's most famous families reunited.
There was a disagreement between our fathers, and that goes way, way back, and that was buried probably 15 years ago, and as kids, we haven't really had an opportunity to do something together, and so this is a perfect opportunity, and it's for a great cause, Make-A-Wish.
We jumped into this when we heard about the opportunity because it is so fabulous to be able to recreate some of this connection that our family has had. And Tyler and Morton's has been able to be the catalyst to bring our family back together again.
I have a job in the fine wine business in America that didn't exist 30 years ago because America wasn't considered about making fine wine. And then they went and created this amazing world-class wine. I wanted to get the Mondavis back together and thank them for what they've given to the American wine industry.
A chance to witness history and experience what it must have been like growing up Mondavi, if only for a night.
When I grew up as a Mondavi, that happened to be a long time ago, it was Mondavi who? It wasn't until the late 70s and 80s that Mondavi, whether it was C.K. Mondavi or Robert Mondavi, became a name in the wine industry and more of a household name. We in America are babies, we're infants. We're third, fourth generation in the Mondavi family. There are people in Italy, 30 generations. When we see the wonderful relations that those families have, and then think to the future for our families and the future generations, it's very exciting to have that heritage to be proud of.
Toasting the past, the present, and the future. Morton's and Mondavis make history for a good cause.
When a child gets sick, the very first wish that everybody has is for that child to get well. We come along and we ask a simple question. If you could meet anyone or go anywhere or have anything or do anything, what would it be? And maybe for the first time in a long time, these kids start to dream and to start to think about the future and to think beyond their illness.
They granted mine, that was to go to England and see my 2 sisters, and one of them gave me the kidney, so it was really awesome. It makes me feel really good because I got to speak here and tell my story so that it can really impact the lives of all those other kids, and I'm so glad that we raised so much money tonight because it needed to be done.
I have 25,000 going once, 25 going twice, last chance, fair warning, so.
The Mondavi got the job done. The night brought in over $100,000, proving when you make a wish and the stars align, dreams really can come true. Bringing you the best of California from Napa, I'm Monique Saltani for California Life.
If you have a daughter, you probably know about the American Girl dolls. But American Girl also helps give back to the community with their popular fashion show. And as you'll see in this next segment, it's just another reason why this doll franchise continues to be so popular. Living dolls walk the runway for the American Girl fashion show, celebrating the sparkle, spirit, and style of American Girls yesterday and today. Partnering with the American Girl programs is a great opportunity for organizations like Glenview Community Church to expand outreach to children's charities in the community. The show comes alive on stage with more than 75 girls modeling fashions from the popular American Girl brand, featuring historical and contemporary styles for both girls and their dolls. Girls learn how clothing has changed over the years to reflect history while modeling costumes of historical dolls such as Kaya, Felicity, Ruthie, the newest historical character Rebecca, and the 2010 Girl of the Year, Lainey.
Seeing all of these cute pajamas makes me want to have a slumber party right now. 1, 2. And then come up again in 2 more counts. 1, 2.
NBC sportscaster Daryl Hawks donated his time as MC to not only give back to his community, but to share a special bond with his own American Girl.
This job, it requires a lot of hours, a lot of time. So when you can get back and just take a couple hours to help some people out, see some people smile, and at the same time help charities, you got to do it.
And more than 800 guests dined on delicious creations by Chef Gail Gand of True. Professional photographers captured images of the event, and hairstylists from Kid Snips also donated their talent by styling doll hair just like the popular American Girl stores. American Girl launched in 1986 and has been a success for more than 2 decades. Because their goal is to make dreams come true, the brand stores provide a special place where girls can share unforgettable experiences. From a historical museum of dolls to dining in the cafe or seeing a live musical in the theater, American Girl has proved to be more than just a store. American Girl programs contribute 5% of the dollar amount of the catalog orders, and every dollar raised will go to children's charities, including Common Threads, By the Hand Club for Kids and Youth Services of Glenview and Northbrook. Well, more than 800 tickets were sold for the first event and over $15,000 raised. For more information on hosting a charity fashion show, visit AmericanGirl.com.
I'm Audra Stafford here on the Las Vegas Strip, and coming up on California Life, I'll take you behind the scenes of Cirque du Soleil's Ka.
I partnered up with some of my favorite brands for these super helpful beauty ideas. First up, if you're in need of a quick hair refresher this fall, you guys are going to love one of my favorite time-saving hair hacks, Colab Dry Shampoo. It's an incredible formula that instantly refreshes your hair and absorbs oil, leaving no white residue. You don't get that typical dusty feeling of a dry shampoo. Plus, it's invisible, so it's perfect for all hair colors. In an independent study, it was rated 10 out of 10 for performance and tested on all hair colors and textures. I also love that Colab is vegan, cruelty-free, and under $6. So next up, we have a skin must-have for fall. The Brightening Probiotic Plus C Renewal Cream, brought to you by Andalou Naturals. They're the #1 facial skincare brand in the natural channel. And this ultra hydrating and protective cream is powered by fruit stem cells and vitamin C, which supports skin's vitality by targeting sun-damaged, dull, dry, and overexposed surface cells while promoting a lighter, tighter, brighter appearance for a luminous complexion. It's also great for skin concerns like acne scars, texture, and tone. Hello, fall radiance. And lastly, I have a secret weapon for dry skin. This is certified organic rosehip oil from Sukin, Australia's most beloved and #1 natural skincare brand, and it's like liquid gold. This multi-use product contains no less than 70% essential fatty acids, amazing for maintaining the healthy building blocks of the skin, and has vitamins to help soothe, soften, and hydrate the skin. This natural cold press wonder ensures that dry and mature skin is left feeling plump and nourished for a truly Australian glow. For more information on all of these products, head over to inthenews.tv.
On average, more than 35 million Americans come down with the flu every year. This year's cold and flu season may be especially challenging and could shape up to be a serious health concern for many of us. But there is something you can do. Registered dietitian Pam Nisevich-Bede has some lifestyle tips to help fight off illness and support our immune health.
Now more than ever, we should be prioritizing our health. And I'm here with my colleagues at Abbott, where we truly believe our best health starts with our best nutrition. And as a registered dietitian, I know that one of the best tools we have is a nutrient-dense plate. And it may sound complex to eat to support our immunity, but it doesn't need to be. It's as simple as prioritizing protein and prioritizing our intake of vitamins A, C, E, D, and zinc, which research shows most of us don't get enough of. And so here's what it might look like on your plate. So for breakfast, grab eggs, which are a great source of protein and zinc. Throughout the day, grab lots of really colorful fruits and vegetables. These nutrient-dense choices like broccoli, sweet potatoes, which have vitamin A, mushrooms, which have vitamin D. And then when you're grabbing a snack, make it purposeful. So citrus fruit for vitamin C, nuts for vitamin E. And throughout the day, all these nutrients work together to support our best immune health.
But with busy schedules, eating right and getting the best nutrition can be tough.
Well, if your day is as hectic as mine, where I'm juggling 3 small children, work, school, etc., sometimes making good nutrition choices is a real challenge. And that's where nutrition shakes come in. They fill in those gaps in our diet. So for me, I really rely on Abbott's Ensure Max Protein, 30 grams of high quality protein for strength and energy, 25 vitamins and minerals, many of which we just spoke about, to support our immune health. If you prefer a vegan or a vegetarian lifestyle or more plant-based protein, we have Ensure Max plant-based protein. And these fit in throughout your day, meal, accompaniment, snack, etc.
And while nutrition is important, staying hydrated is also crucial in fighting off illness.
Well, 70% of our body is made up of water. And throughout the day, we've got to make sure we maintain that hydration to get immune cells where they need to go to keep us strong. And it's as simple as adding in water, but more than that, we want to add in purposeful amounts of electrolytes to rehydrate us, because a lot of those symptoms that follow illness, vomiting, coughing, fever, they lead to dehydration. So you've got to address the dehydration. My go-to is Pedialyte, which has that optimal blend of electrolytes and a little bit of sugar for quick rehydration.
Aside from nutrition, staying active can also play a key role in protecting our health.
Well, just like nutrition is one of our best tools for best health, so is exercise. So throughout the day, we want to incorporate activity because we know there's a direct link between loss of muscle mass and also not as strong immune system. So we want to prevent that by adding in cardio and strength training throughout the day. The most important thing we can do is to keep active every single day.
Bringing you the best of California, I'm David Wiley for California Life.
I'm Audra Stafford here on the Las Vegas Strip, and coming up on California Life, I'll take you behind the scenes of Cirque Du Soleil's Ka. A new extreme water sport is making a splash on San Diego Bay. It's called Flyboarding, an action-packed Ironman-like experience that uses a jet ski to shoot you up to 40 feet above the water.
Basically, when the jet ski's on, it sucks up water, pumps it out, and then it goes out the feet.
Sucking that water right through the hose and through your feet.
Yeah.
The flyboard first got its wings in France. Soon after, the guys from Aquatic Aviation brought it to the U.S.
We started the first dealer/rental company in North America.
It wasn't long before they set up shop in California, now offering both the flyboard and the hoverboard.
California is known for having big snowboarders, you know, celebrity snowboarders, celebrity skateboarders, you know, that type of people in the state. So it's been awesome to bring this new water sport in the state. And what better place to start than San Diego?
I saw those guys doing it, and I was like, I definitely should try it.
Use the jet ski as a pivot point and go around a circle.
And after a brief orientation, Brazilian tourist Alexandre Santos was geared up and ready for takeoff. Getting in some pretty impressive runs. And wipeouts.
It was pretty awesome. It's something different from any kind of sport, something new. I've never tried something like that, and it was awesome.
Would you do it again?
Yes, for sure.
We've taught over 2,500 people how to do this, all ages, you know, from 15 to 70. It's a lot easier than people think it really is.
Sure. Determined to prove him right, I suited up for the challenge. Okay, I've got my boots, I've got my life vest, I've got my helmet. Now all I've got to do is straighten up and fly right. But for this first timer, it was easier said than done. It only takes a few minutes, though, to get the hang of it. And once you do, your spirits, just like the rest of you, will soar. Bringing you the best of California from San Diego.
That was a good one.
I'm Audra Stafford for California Life.
Okay, I'm done.
I'm Audra Stafford here outside the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, home to Cirque Du Soleil's most technologically advanced show, Ka. Ka is a heroic journey of love and conflict. Told on an epic scale, through breathtaking, gravity-defying performances, on a stage like no other.
It weighs 80,000 pounds. It raises and lowers 70 feet. You can see it's tilting up to the 110 degrees.
And for this iconic battle scene, the stage or deck is rotated until vertical.
It's, I think, the first time in the history of live theater that the audience gets to experience a battle from the overhead perspective.
When it's not being used as a battleground, the deck is transformed into everything from a sandy shore to a rocky mountain to an icy cliff face, primarily through the use of projections.
The projections are projected from front of house onto the surface, but then there is a mask that allows it to stay just on the surface itself.
Add in the 80 artists along with their costumes, props, and support mechanisms, and you begin to realize just how big a feat it is to put this show on not once, but twice a night.
The choreography behind the scenes is, I think, as extraordinary as the choreography on stage. We shoot, let's say, 180 arrows in the show across the stage. You'll see when those happen. But as we shoot those 180 arrows, we have prop technicians that are immediately running back and resetting the arrows for the second show.
Because Cirque Du Soleil is a creative company, its shows are never set in stone.
Robert Lepage obviously knew what he wanted with the show, but he also understands that we need to keep the creative juices flowing. So we're constantly massaging and tweaking.
To keep the show current and to keep audiences coming back.
Just because you've seen the show once doesn't mean that if you come and see it again, that there won't be something new for you.
Bringing you the best of entertainment from Las Vegas, I'm Audra Stafford for California Life.
And that's it for us. If you missed any part of our show, remember you can always watch our entire show on our website, CaliforniaLifeHD.com. We'll see you next week.
Watch us on our YouTube channel. Stay connected to our social media, like our blogs on Facebook. Follow our tweets on Twitter. And check out our posts on Instagram and Pinterest, where we bring you the best of California.